Welcome back to another episode of Addons Unboxed and Unscripted, where we download an add-on, try it out, give our first impressions, and then come back a week or so later to give some final thoughts. The way we do it is we go to CurseForge, we sort the add-ons by number of times downloaded, and then we pick the next one on the list. So right now we're up to OmniCD. So we'll install it. Been downloaded 27 million times. It's updated not quite to where we're at, 11.0.5 as opposed to 0.7, but close enough. A new lightweight add-on to track party cooldowns. Oh, type OC or OmniCD to open the options panel, track any spell cooldowns. Built-in interrupt bar. Huh. Extremely reliable and lightweight. Cooldown reduction. Oh, requires sync mode. All right. Oh, nothing to look at. And just the latest two versions. All right. Well, that's all we've got to look at, so it's installed. Let's go see what it looks like. All right, here we are back. Was it /OmniCD? There we go. All right, this is what it looks like. General, change the font, textures, timers. Does that change anything? Let's also then do this. Outdoors, dungeons. Might as well turn it on for everything. Number of group members to look at, arena, battlegrounds, dungeons. Oh, that's what we want. We want this test button. Toggle raid style party flames and spell bar for testing. Oh. So these are different spells and the cooldowns for them. So let's take off all of these. And we're only going to include our defensives. Take off our utilities. Oh. Our defensives. It's interesting, when we changed the categories, it changed what we could look at. So we should only have our 3 defensives right there. Okay, so that's good. So if you wanted to see who had a health stone or who had a potion, can you add potions? Doesn't look like you could do that. Maybe it's also because I currently don't have a potion. Spell editor, profiles, profile sharing, general. All right. So that's where we're at. We've got our dungeons turned on. We're testing our dungeons. Set the priority, I guess, for whatever is first. Frames, highlighting. Icons, border colors, reverse swipe, position. You could move them around, I guess. Back to general. All right, well, that's what it looks like at first glance. Oh, somehow I missed my queue. I was hoping to get in a queue to see what it would look like in a dungeon. So hold on 1 second. All right, we're gonna do our, can't remember, Crown Chemical boss fight. And right away, this is what we see. These are the different, the different issues. Show player. Okay, sorry. Let's see. Keep an eye on those things as we do this real quick. I did not show. I thought I hit show player. It does not appear to be showing player.
Watch your feet.
Unless they call this a scenario, which is possible. Nope.
Watch your feet.
Huh. Interesting. Well, that's what it looks like. We'll see what else it does and come back and get a final decision. I've been running around with OmniCD for probably a few weeks, and I think it's pretty good for what it does, but not something that I would use. Just like we talked about, it really is something where you get to see how everyone else's spell cooldowns are. I'm going to show you the raid. As I get closer, you can see people's spells will start popping up. In a raid, it just becomes overwhelming because there's too many things for you to keep track of. You can narrow down exactly what you want by choosing it. I have on all defensives right now. Just opening it up, going to raids and choosing it. You could use
Shockwave.
Other, yeah, you could just be a little bit more selective in what you wanted to know about. So I could see, for example, a healer
Shockwave.
only wanting to know about tank defensives. And so in a raid, you're not paying attention to everybody else, but you're just paying attention to what the tank is doing. And same sort of thing, I could see a tank wanting to know what a healer has available. And so being able to have that information could help you know which cooldown to use and things like that. Since I am neither a tank nor a healer, having the tank defensives or all of the defensive isn't very helpful to me. I could also see a raid leader wanting to know some of the other abilities that are available for the raid. For example, you could want to know when the paladin has the Blessing of Freedom or something like that, just as a way of trying to better manage the raid as a whole. But again, for me, for just a guy who does mediocre DPS, I don't really, having more information about the raid is probably helpful to me, but not something that I necessarily need or want cluttering up my screen. I do want to show you what it looks like in a group. So you can see here it's a lot easier to see what people are using, and obviously the interrupts are also very key. Again, not sure that it's something I necessarily need, particularly as a DPS. I'm more focused on me, but I could see a tank or a healer really using this sort of information, particularly on tricky pulls or higher keys. So that's Omni Cooldown. I think it's really good for what it does. You can definitely personalize it based on the zone, right? Arena, battleground, dungeons, raids. And then even more than that, you can also then get into the specific spells that you want. So if you wanted to be very, very precise and only know when, somebody's X spell was up, this would be the way to do it. I probably won't use it going forward. I just am not a tank, not a healer, and so I don't really focus on all those other things. But it seems like it works really well and has lots of customizability if anybody else wanted to use it. Let me know if you use it and let me know what for. Good luck and have fun.